Welcome to Getting a View of the Competition. In the consulting and coaching world, there are plenty of clients for everyone. While most of you have competitors already, or you're going to have competitors if you're brand new to this, chances are that they aren't any real threat to your business model, and you aren't a threat to theirs. If you're worried about competition, you're focused on the wrong thing. Instead of worrying about the competition, worry about making your offer better. Contrary to mainstream popular opinion, competition is a good thing. It shows that there is demand for what you have to offer and that there are other people making money in the niche, okay? It's proof of concept. No competition usually means that there is something fundamentally flawed with your business or your market. Now, with that being said, I want you to get to know your competition. They've already put in a lot of work to determine what language your customer uses, what offers work well in the niche, and what marketing is effective. So you can save a lot of time by just figuring out what they're doing and then taking what they've learned and putting it into your business. So I'm going to get you to perform an exercise in a minute. But first, I want you to write down your 5 biggest, most direct competitors in the module worksheet. So be sure to include the website URL, as we're going to be coming back to these. And pick these not by which one you relate to most, but by which ones are the most successful in your market. So who's serving the most amount of people in your market? Who's running ads in your market? Which competitors already have effective marketing systems in place? That's what we want to know. So who's advertising on Google AdWords, on Facebook? Who's ranking at the top of Google for organic search? So go ahead and just Google this. You can just type in the Google search bar. You can go over to Facebook. You can type it in the bar at the top of Facebook. Type in your market and your niche keywords, see what comes up. You can also go to this website right here. This is addicted.io, and you can search and see who's running Facebook ads in your market. So go ahead and do that. Pick at least the 5 biggest competitors in your space. Write down the URL of the page that you land on. So if it's an ad and you click through, write down the URL of that page. If you get there by Google and you land on the home page, just write down that URL. And we're going to come back to that in a minute. Now, I want to talk to you about learning to write copy. This is a trick I picked up when I used to write ad and website copy for a variety of industries. And you might be saying, hold on, what is copy? What are you talking about? Or what is copywriting? Copywriting is simply the process of writing advertising promotional materials. So copywriters are responsible for the text on brochures and billboards, on websites, in emails, in Facebook advertisements, in catalogs. This text is known as copy in the industry. So unlike news or editorial writing, copywriting is all about getting the reader to take action. In short, copywriting is the art and science of strategically delivering words, whether written or spoken, that get people to take some form of action. It's also the reason you're here right now. It's how you got into this program. It was through copywriting. So I want to let your competitors do the hard work for you. Since we know that different industries use different words and tones and exclamations and promises, when I was writing copy for all these different industries, it was rather difficult to switch between clients. If one was a financial advisor and the other was an acupuncturist, you can imagine how differently those 2 markets speak and communicate. So it's 2 different kinds of writing for 2 different markets. Now, to get the tone right for each market, I would look up the competition and then I would hand copy the website or the advertisement word for word. And so that's hand copy as in pen and paper. You can't do this on your computer. So just like this GIF right here, you're actually going to be taking out a pen and paper and you're going to go to that website and you're going to hand copy the words right down on the paper. And if you've never done this before, it might sound weird, but it is surprisingly effective. Something about taking the physical action and actually writing out the words ingrains the messages in your brain. And all of a sudden, when you go to write your own offers, you start to use the words and the pain points and the benefits that have already been proven to work with your market. So you can thank your competitors for this. They did the hard work for you. Now, I'm not saying you steal the ad copy word for word from your competition. I'm saying you just hand copy it to internalize it, and then you come up with your own version of this. But you're going to learn what words work in your market. You're going to learn what pain points people are experiencing, what benefits they're looking for, what kind of transformation you can sell that people are going to respond to. So this is the way to install your competitors' hard-earned market research into your brain. I want to give you the step by step. First thing you're going to do, take out a notebook and a pen. Look up the first competitor on your list in that module worksheet, and then hand copy word for word their website on the paper. So I'm talking about the home page, the about page, the product page, the landing page, the ad copy. If you land on a Facebook ad, that's gold right there. Definitely copy that. Now this should take you a couple of hours, and you have 5 of these, so I recommend you do 1 a day for the next 5 days. So you're going to repeat this process with competitor 2 through 5. This is a really easy step to skip. A lot of people think, I get the general idea, I'm just going to skip over it. Believe me, the best copywriters I know who are paid the most amount of money to write words that compel people to take action, they still do this. So please do not skip this step. Take the time to do it right. And then you're going to start to make a list of the words and phrases that seem to work in your industry. And we're going to refer to this later in the module when we write your offer. So if you see words or phrases repeated over and over again across these 5 different sites, especially if you're new, you're really going to start to get the general idea of how people communicate in this industry and what kinds of phrases are effective. And there's one more reason that we do this. It's to give yourself proof that it's possible, okay? So I have you do this so that you'll see that there are others succeeding in doing what you are setting out to do. That means it's possible and it's proven, and if they can do it, so can you. If it's not working for you, to start right off the bat, it's not because it doesn't work. It's just because you need to adjust your approach, and this is going to show you that you can find success when you stick with it, because you're going to give yourself those reference points, those reference experiences where you say, this person made it work, I can too. So like I said, this will take a couple of hours, space it out over a couple of days. It's going to be worth it, and you'll thank me in the long run. It's going to have a huge impact on your ability to write compelling offers.